Hi guys, I want to share with you some thoughts about female founders and why I decided that actually I'm trying to support female founders as much as I could. Okay, so first of all, in advance, I want to say I'm not a woke supporter. Okay, so I'm not a PC guy. Anyone that knows me knows I'm actually exactly the opposite to that. Okay, I'm exactly the opposite to woke PC and all these things. Still, I'm convinced that we all have to try to support female founders and, in general, women in business because of various reasons. First of all, I'm, I had an experience a couple of weeks ago of mansplaining that was pointing to me, okay, toward me. And it was in a startup, which was really a horrible startup in Sydney, which I stopped to work with. And I had a meeting with a retiring CTO. They wanted me to be the CTO. I tried them for a couple of weeks. And that guy, the first meeting I had with him was 60 minutes in which the guy is just preaching me about AI, preaching me about how a CTO needs to function. And all that time, he was with a turned off camera, okay? And he did that, so I will not be able basically to respond. And that's something which is completely not acceptable. And and it's rarely happening to me. Okay, I'm quite a dominant man, and other men not trying me. Okay, they're not trying to oppress me or stuff like that. But I know from stories of women, and I can definitely evident that I'm hearing quite a bit of them, that they experience such behavior all the time. Okay, so imagine that you like on a daily basis. Okay, on a daily basis they get those mansplaining and like passive aggression and all those things. I think it's quite tough. Okay, so for me it can happen like once every second month, but for a female founder it will happen once a day. Think about it, like once a day. So I also another point I'm looking just my wife yesterday had just another event of trying to oppress her because she's a woman. And what is really funny that she went to a certain service, let's say, okay, I don't want to say which service, which I actually got that service a week before that. And when I got to the exactly same place, I got really good service. I got on top of what I asked. And she came and she asked for that service and she was oppressed. They told her all sorts of stuff like that, like are you like even to the level of rude questions like do, do you know that this is paid from taxpayer money? Like she's not paying tax, and she's a the highest taxpayer actually, which I know around me, much more than anyone else. She's in the top tax-paying scale. She's a gentlewoman. She doesn't want to get into conflict, and that's what she's getting. And then she told me, actually, I'm getting such behavior all the time. So to conclude, I also want to say a story that I had Jonathan Haidt, which is also the American psychologist. It's quite hard to say that Jonathan Haidt is not a genuine, honest, scientific researcher, and he's described a situation in which he was in a hotel in Las Vegas, and in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. in the morning, he was with his wife. Someone knocked on the door, really strong, and he went to open the door. And there was a drunk guy, a neighbor from a nearby room, and he told her, "Hey, mate, go to your room. That's not your room," and he closed the door. And then his wife told him, Jonathan, this Jonathan, shows you what's the difference between a man and a woman. And I said, what happened? I just opened the door to a drunk neighbor and guided him to his room. And he said, yeah, but a woman will never do that because that drunk guy could grab her in the neck and hurt her. I would never do such a thing. And then he understood what I understood when I'm looking at female or women around me, that actually no matter how you look at it, and even if you don't want to be woke, you don't want to play this PC game, women are having much harder life. And because they're having such much harder life, we need to fix that. That's very simple. See you next time.